Ever get that feeling? Like you're drowning in choices.
Oh, yeah.
It's like just looking at your phone is like opening a portal to a million different, I don't know, possibilities.
Yeah.
And maybe just a little bit of anxiety too.
It can be a bit much.
So today we're doing a deep dive into Everything Everywhere.
Okay.
It's uh it's a song that really kind of tackles this feeling head on. We're going to be looking at, you know, how it deals with choice and identity and that whole
Oh,
the classic search for meaning
yeah.
in a world that feels pretty chaotic a lot of the time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song starts out.
Yeah.
Right away, it kind of throws us into this feeling of possibility, but also uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
The first line is, a crack in the world, a tear in the thread.
Yeah.
And it's like e- everything we thought we knew, the foundation of it is kind of cracking open, and we're not sure what's on the other side.
It makes you think about
Yeah.
what happens when everything we thought was solid starts to
Yeah.
break apart. Is that exciting? Is it terrifying? Is it both?
I mean, it could be all of those things.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like just making one choice
Oh, yeah.
is kind of like closing the door on like a million other doors?
All the time.
Yeah.
It's like that fear of missing out, but like on a cosmic scale.
Right. Exactly.
And the song keeps going with this, with 1,000 paths all left unsaid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bringing in this concept of the multiverse.
Yes.
The idea that there are all these other realities out there and like different versions of ourselves making different choices.
I've always found that concept of the multiverse fascinating.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm more interested in what it represents
Right.
in the song itself.
Sure.
It's not like the singer is giving us a physics lecture.
No, definitely not.
Right.
It's definitely more of a metaphor, I think.
Yeah.
Even without alternate realities, we're still faced with like so many choices in our lives, like what career path we want to go down,
Oh, yeah.
relationships,
Yeah.
even just like what we're going to eat for breakfast.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that one gets me every day.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So it can feel like every decision we make, it's like it splits our own personal reality
In a way.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
So then how does the song deal with this feeling of like being everything,
Right.
but then also feeling lost in all the possibilities at the same time?
Well, there's that line, who am I if I'm everything?
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like the existential crisis really hits.
Yeah.
If we could be anything, do anything, how do we figure out who we are right now
Yeah.
in this moment?
It's a question that I think is probably more relevant now
Definitely.
than ever before,
Yeah.
because we're constantly comparing ourselves to everyone else, seeing everyone's like perfect lives online. And it's easy to feel like we're falling short in like every possible reality.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you're stretched so thin across all these potential lives
Right.
that you're never really focused in on any single one.
Yeah, like a blurry picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then how do we find ourselves?
Hmm.
How do we find our own meaning in all this chaos?
Well, I think the song points to something that stays constant through all of that, which is love.
Okay.
And it's not necessarily just romantic love. It's like the connection that we feel to other people.
Okay.
And there's those lines, even in the chaos, there's love in the frame. Even when shattered, I know your name.
Yeah.
And I think that saying that even when everything else feels really fragmented, love can still give us a sense of wholeness.
It's like a recognition of
Yeah.
who we are.
Exactly.
Like even if there are a million versions of ourselves out there,
Right.
it's those connections, the relationships that ground us.
I think so.
It's amazing how something so simple can cut through all the complexity and the noise.
Yeah, absolutely. And the song ends
Okay.
on this note of hope.
Hmm.
It says, infinite paths, one truth remains. Through everything, love still sustains. So it's kind of saying that even if there are infinite paths we could take, even if the universe is always expanding, love is something that endures.
Okay.
It's a source of meaning and purpose
Yeah.
that goes beyond the overwhelming nature of just existing, I think.
Love is the anchor
Yeah.
in a world of everything everywhere all at once.
That's a great way to put it.
And that's a really powerful message to take away from this, don't you think?
I do.
I'm curious, though, what truth resonates most with you in all of this?
Wow.
And what helps you find meaning in all the chaos?
That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately and think,